Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and this is my Flosstube update of February 2020. And I know it's a little bit late, but that's just how it is. It's a lot. Remember when in my last video I said that my last video was going to be my most favorite video ever. And at that time I had no idea what was about to come just a week later. And I have so much hauls, so much new starts. It's going to be so exciting. I'm sure you're going to love it. So let's dive right into it. And oh, I have so much stuff that I have to write 1.5 pages A4 of notes so I don't forget anything. Just so you know, that's how much you're going to see this time. So let's start with, what do I have on my list? Okay, first thing is a new start. I'm starting with a new start. And do you like my nails? I love my nail polish today. I always do my nails just for you. And yeah, so never mind. The first thing I want to talk about is, where do I put these notes so I can see them? The first thing is I want a giveaway. I posted it on my Instagram. If you're following me there, you've already seen it. And I won the giveaway of squishy stitches. And I link her below. Check her out. She has a Flosstube and she has so many great projects. I just watched her latest Febuary and she likes the variety of things. She also does heaven and earth designs and big stuff, and yeah, so I really like to watch her. And so she did a giveaway and I was lucky to win. And so the premise of the giveaway was that you tell her your favorite chart that you want to get and she will buy it for you, or she will buy your gift card for it. And I loved that idea. And so I entered with several of my items from my wish list that I have. And by the way, I bought these bags off Amazon that everyone's talking about. Some people are using these for a long time. These are A4, I don't know how they're called, transparent zipper bags. And yeah, so I got these off Amazon. And yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, so I gave her some of the patterns that I wanted to stitch and let her decide what she wants to gift me. And so the first thing she got me, and yeah, she even though she said she was giving away one pattern, she gifted me 2, and I don't know why, but I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Shenandoah. Yeah, so this is our start. So this is Snow White from Geeks, and I will put a color picture here. And the thing is, she made a mistake and sent the first copy to herself instead of gifting it to me, so she had to rebuy it again. And then we said, okay, if we both have the pattern now, why don't we do a stitch along? So we started a stitch along in February called Gothic Snow White Cell. You can find the hashtag in the description box below. And so if you have this pattern, if you want to get it, it's like £9. It's not a lot. You can find it on eBay. I will try to link it too. The thing is, you have to message Barb, the seller, because on eBay she only sells the kits, but you can get the PDF when you message her and she will put up maybe a listing for you. So it's not that big, it's 252 by 360, and this is the large size. So she has, I think, even a smaller size. And I really like that it's not that big. So the thing that I thought I would do with this is to do it on 18 count, because I haven't done something full coverage on 18 count before. That's why I chose this as a natural white cream AIDA from Zweigart. So this is not the really white, but one hue into the cream. I'm not sure right now which color that is, but yeah, I searched the edges, and yeah, that's my start. And as you can see, I have lots of holes in there, like not stitched parts. That's why I don't have the floss. I'm waiting for it. I'm stitching it with CXC, the Chinese brand floss. And I buy my floss from the factory shop, and you can send the shop a list of all the colors you need, and they will put up an offer for you. So yeah, and DMC is very expensive in Germany. So you pay like $1 per skein per color, and it's never discounted. So I can never afford it. So yeah, that's why I'm buying Chinese floss. And I also can't order from the US because DMC blocked the shipping of DMC to Europe to make the prices stable within the countries. So if I try to order DMC from 123 Stitch, it won't let me. Yeah, so that's my tiny start, and the really cool thing is that Shenandoah stitches her on 28 count, I think. 1/1 full crosses, or maybe half 10 stitch, I'm not sure. But so I'm doing this on 18 count with 2 strands 1/1, and she's doing it on 28 count. So I'm really excited to see how our 2 pieces will look together, or what are the differences when you look at them. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to stitch it, but these are the first 9 hours of work that I put on it when I started, and to be honest, I didn't have much time to work on it further. This is like an extra project, so as you can see, I will start many things now, but I will still try to focus on my whips that I've been having for a long time and stitch more on those, and just pick the new ones out just when I have like a day that I want to do something completely different. That's that for Snow White. Again, thank you so much, Shenandoah. The day I got the notification that I won was a really bad day, and yeah, I know I'm having lots of bad days, but yeah, it made me so happy, and we talked a lot, and she's so nice, and it just lightened my mood so much, and I was happy for the whole week thinking about how lucky I was. And the great thing is that she also got me another pattern that is from Primitive Hair Black Pearl, and I will show this to you right now. And this was also on my wish list, and this is my first Primitive Hair. And you know, when I last time I showed you the floss I got from my mom for that little Halloween house, one of these colors is needed for the Black Pearl, and that's awesome. So I can start her as soon as I have a fitting fabric for her too. But yeah, that's for that. Thank you so much, Shenandoah. You made me so happy, and I love this project. Go follow Squishy Stitches. Yeah, so that's the floss. I have this on the floss cards, you know, that I like to use. And this is scrapbooking paper you can get at your craft store. And I just use a hole puncher, and that's how I do my floss cards. Okay, so new start. So this takes my whip count up from 7, I think, or from 8 to 9. But yeah, that's not the only start. The next thing is my whips. Now I show you all of my whips that I've been working on. And I've continued to work on Murky Manor, and I've made huge progress because it's a lot of fun to stitch. I really fell in love with this piece. And yeah, I want to finish it as well, because this is my oldest whip. I think it's from 2005 maybe, and I've been stitching on this like 3 times in my life before now. And so yeah, look at that. So I will show you where I was last time around here, so you can compare. And this is where I am now. So I'm almost halfway. Almost. I have to fill in the moon yet, but this is 30 hours of stitching this part up here, and I have to rip all of the old mansion out that I've stitched, and there's nothing left. So I finally frogged the whole old stitching that I did. And yeah, so this is my app that I'm counting my time with, that I'm tracking my time with, says it's 56% of all of my stitching was on this in February. So the witch is 1/1. And as I don't love to stitch with Kreinik, I don't know if I already told you, but I'm doing a black full cross as the border, and I'm just stitching with a half stitch of the Kreinik blending filament over it, so it has more sparkle, you see it more, and it's not so annoying to stitch with. That's how I do it. I really love the black metallic on the top here. I think that looks really, really great, like the black wrought iron. And yeah, and I'm doing the backstitch as I go, and I love that. I don't have trouble with that. I had some parts where the backstitch came up because I removed the Q-snap, but I could just take a needle and push it in again, and it stayed there. So that's not a problem, even when using a Q-snap over your stitching. I just really like that I don't have to go over the complete image at the end when I think, yeah, I'm almost finished, and then, oh, I have to do like a week of backstitching. So yeah, that's not for me, but I think I told you last time. Yeah, so I want to stitch on this every month now and try to finish it before summer. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, that's my Murky Manor. Okay, next one is something I posted on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on there, maybe you consider it now, because I made people vote for the next piece I'm stitching on, because I really couldn't decide if I want to continue on my Hade, because I want to finish that owl, really. Or if I want to stitch on Gamers, so I asked you guys on Instagram if you want to see progress on the owl or on Gamer, and everyone was like, yeah, we want to see Gamer. Like, from maybe, it was 10 people who said Gamer and 1 person said owls. Hey, yay for you! So yeah, I stitched on Gamer, and yeah, this is my progress, so we have to talk about that. This is my full progress on Gamer in February, and that was, I started like a week before the last week of February, and I stitched 12 hours on it, and I stitched a little bit more in the first days of March. But the goal for me, I wanted to try something. I wanted to try a challenge. I'm usually only setting like rough plans for like, oh, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do 10 pages a year or 12. So I didn't finish. This is my January page. This is my February page. And it's March now. So I thought maybe I do a challenge and do like 450 stitches per day, so I can do 2 pages until the middle of March. And that stressed me out a lot. As you know, I'm having a little bit of trouble with anxiety, and I felt anxiety for that. And I didn't think it would be that bad, because, yeah, I mean, nothing would happen if I don't reach my goal, but even knowing that I had a pretty high set goal, yeah, this didn't work out for me, but it's fine, you know, it's just a hobby, and that was the point where I realized that these challenge groups, that's just not for me. That would stress me out so much, and I tried it now for the first time without even having the group, but it didn't work out. So this is probably around maybe half, a little less than half the page. So the page goes around here up to here, yeah, like that. And I stitched around this much on the first day, and then this on another day, and this part I stitched a few days ago. So yeah, here we will see a star and a plus appear, and it's still a lot of fun, but yeah, that made me burn out on it a little bit, but I will continue just in a slower pace on Gamer. And I still really hope to do a page this month to finish that at least, and maybe catch up a little bit along the road to get at least my 10 pages a year. Yeah, so that's that. This is the third whip I worked on in February, and this is just, I stitched on it 2 hours and I told you last time that I wanted to switch the bright yellow. I have it left down here and in the eyes because I didn't want to rip out all of it. It was sewn into the white of the skull. So I just frogged a little bit on here and put this in the window. This is a Gentle Arts color. And I added backstitch, and this is not in the pattern, but I added backstitch to like around the stairs and around the door, and I really love that. And this is just something that I can when I travel. So, well, I never really travel, but when I go to my parents-in-law or something like that. And if you haven't seen it already, this is how it's going to look like. Yeah. And I'm changing the colors. So just a quick update on that. I really have to hurry. Or this is going to take forever because I have a lot to show you. So yeah, I worked on those 4 pieces that I showed you right now. And now, I want to talk about March Stitch Madness. You probably have heard of that. It's like Stitch Mania, but in March. And, oh, there's a kitty outside. Oh, I have to stop getting distracted, sorry. Yeah, so I kinda want to participate. I've been always skeptical about having so many whips, but now that I've had a lot of haul, it's the first time really that I have stash. And I've noticed that when I have stash and I've partly even kitted it up, it already feels like a whip. So I have some things, some projects already in these bags with all the fabrics ready to start, and I'm thinking about them, and it always feels like they're already a whip, so might as well start it. So that might be a cheap excuse, but that's just how I feel. May is always a bad month for me because in summer all the festivals start, and I'm a fabric and lace and sewing supplier for, oh my god, she's so cute. Oh my god, I'm getting distracted by the cat outside, I'm sorry. It's a really bad month. It's really busy with my business. Many people buy. I'm going to a festival myself in the end of March, and I have to pack and plan for that. So it's really not the month that's really good for me to start many projects. But, you know, then I heard about March Stitch Madness from Rolodex Stitches. I will link her below, go watch her, but I'm sure you know her, but she's awesome. So I want to participate now in March Stitch Madness, but it's more not like I want to start a pattern every day or every week or do like something that is really a plan, but more have the sentiment of I can do what I want now. If I feel like starting something, start it, go crazy, do stuff that you usually would try to not do. Yeah, so that's what March Stitch Madness is about for me personally. I took this to start the castle. Ta! You already seen this, and I started it, and hi Julie, yeah, I started it. Where is it? I can't find it. Here it is. And at the beginning I thought I would just change some of the colors, but now I'm changing almost all of the colors. On my Instagram you can see a comparison picture, but I will try to do that here as well. It's going to be difficult. I feel like all day I feel like I'm doing horribly with this video. So I made the roof more blue. So I picked blue colors from my stash and mixed them with the gray colors that were supposed to be in this roof already. That's the first step. So I think the original was just gray colors and they weren't blends. And I made them blends. You know, that's something to brag about when you say you made single colors in a Teresa Wentzler pattern into blends, right? Then I have the purple parts here. This is Etoile. I'm not sure if you can see it. I try to move the fabric so maybe you can see a little bit of the sparkle. And that's the purple that you see on here, and it's just a little bit more blue purple than on here. And then I changed, that's the yellow part, is this, and I changed those. These are the new colors. I will talk about this in more detail in a later video, because I started this on the 29th of February, so I mean practically it's a March project, so I will go into more detail on my March project. But yeah, so I changed this to purple, and the green of the dragon is a blue green mixed with a olive green, something like that, and I just left out the olive green. So these are just one of the colors that are already charted, but I turned it from a blend into a single color. And then I changed the wall, which is a pink mixed with like browns and grays, and I thought it would be too colorful if I have now a very blue roof, and so this is a gray roof, so this matches very well. But if I now have a very bright blue roof with a pink wall, this would be just too much. So I changed it to gray, and I have two colors of gray Etoile, so these bricks will be shiny, and it looks so beautiful. It looks like a silver, like the castle is made of silver, and I love that. That's so fantasy. So it looks like, in real life, look like someone poured like a silver coating over that castle. And I really enjoy it, and but I really would advise you, if you want to stitch this, to do it on a small count even weave. This is 32 count Belfast, and I really like to stitch on that. I always preferred even weave because I thought linen was too maybe flimsy, but it's really easy to work on that, even if it has slubs. I'm enjoying this so far, but don't use AIDA unless you want to pierce your AIDA all the time. There are so many quarter stitches here. Like in every corner there are quarter stitches. So it's really easy when you use a 32 count or a 28 or something even smaller. That makes it really easy to do, and as you can see I'm doing backstitch as I go as well. So yeah, that's way more than I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's my castle. I love it. I love it. Okay, and I'm using the Paco. This is not the original Paco, to be honest. This is a cheap Chinese, and it works very good, and I'm on a budget. So okay, that's it for my new start. And so that brings up my stitch count to 10 or 11, maybe 11. I'm at 11 right now, yeah. Yeah, so Stitch Madness. Now, so the first thing I'm thinking about starting additionally for March Stitch Madness is the Blue Flower Quilting Bee that I won in a giveaway from Michelle Bendy. Hi Michelle! Thank you so much! I still treasure the envelope it came in because it's important to me. And so I want to change the colors completely on this. I really love the outside fabric that it uses, so I thought I could use these colors for the pattern. So it's really bright, but I'm still not sure what kind of fabric I should use. Maybe a black fabric, but that will be difficult. Maybe like it has to be a neutral. I don't know, maybe I can use like a brown and just use these bright colors on top. I don't know yet. But yeah, I really want to do this, and I will do it in DMC, and this is one I can see myself using for the bee. This is the color. This is 3852 and it's Chinese. Yeah, I know. It's a bit brighter than the original, and I can see myself using some specialty floss that I have left over. And oh, just this week I got some of the sale fabric from the Crafty Kitten from the UK, and she has also hand-dyed floss, and it's only 95 cents. And so I ordered some of that floss, and I can see myself using some of that floss in here as well, so that should come soon. And yeah, so that's my thoughts about that. Sorry if it's too long, sorry if I'm rambling too long. And the next thing I've already kitted up is my Heaven and Earth, my first Heaven and Earth that I ever bought. That's the Witching Hour Mini, and I showed it to you last time. These are missing flosses that I got for that from my mom from the US. And I want to do this 10 stitch on 28 count, and I want to give 10 stitch another try. This is the fabric, and so I don't have a lot of margin, but I think it's fine. I can sew more fabric onto that if I need to. Yeah, so I did a test stitch on here with my CXC. I will use a mix of DMC and Chinese floss again on here, and it's not that big. I think I showed you last time already. But yeah, that's manageable. And yeah, I would really like to start, because before I start any other Heaven and Earth, I really want to finally decide if 10 stitch is something that I want to do or that I don't want to do. And I think a small project is the perfect way to find out. Okay, now my camera is already dying. Oh my god. I don't even want to know how much I've already filmed. Okay, so now my haul. This is going to be crazy for me. Now the first thing is from a business dissolution on Facebook. So it's a cross-stitch shop that closed last year, and she had some leftovers that she sold on Facebook for a really good price. So the first one of this is a Mirabilia, and it's Mirabilia number 1. And it even has photograph version. That's so cool. And she's so gorgeous. So this sad thing is that they have these ugly stickers on there, and I try to get rid of them, but it's a lot of work. But I really want to get rid of them over time. And yeah, this is Damask Roses, and this was sealed, and this was written on that 01 with a pen, and it was sealed. So yeah, that's interesting. And yeah, I already picked the fabric, so this is one of my eBay finds, and this is like a 32 count, 28 count, 32 count maybe. And I think she's really big, but oh my god, this will look so beautiful. And here I can see myself starting this for March Stitch Madness. This is so difficult to say for me. Yeah, this is a Zweigart printed fabric, like the vintage grey printed fabrics. And I'm really thinking about, because she has only full cross, no beads, no anything, to do her 1/1 on 32 count. Am I crazy? Or maybe it's 28. I don't know. I already made some test stitches, so I don't know if I do... I think I will do 1/1 or 2/1/10. I'm not sure yet. This is one strand half cross. This is one strand full cross, and this is 2 strands half cross. And that way she will be still big, but not that big. And I will not change anything about her, because she's gorgeous. I love her dress. I love these ornaments down here. She's beautiful, and she's something special. But I've heard from many people that she's not that popular. So even though she's out of print, you can get her chart a lot of times. And I'm really sad that I didn't get more, because the seller had more copies of her left, and I paid $3. Yeah, you heard me right, I paid $3. And that's kind of the thing that started it, because, you know, I'm always complaining that in Germany you never get cool stuff for a good price. And it's really true. I've been looking for the last year all the time, and all I can get is sometimes, like twice a year, some fabric, and that's it. Nobody's ever giving away Mirabilias, and when they do, they charge like full price. They're like, oh, this is a used charge, but please give me 15 euro. Yeah, so that's how it usually is. But now February, and it's still going on, so many people get rid of their stitching stuff for really good prices, so I can't help myself and buy all these things, because you never know when this will stop, and then I will have another 2 years of nothing. And I mean, they're gorgeous, right? They're gorgeous. So next one, this is also from that shop. And this is a lavender and lace. and I already took it apart. Wait a second. Where is it? It's Nantucket Rose. You know how she looks, but I would really like to... There she is, there she is. I have seen her so many times and I was always like, oh, should I? I'm not sure, or maybe, I don't know. But yeah, now I got her $3. It's crazy. I love it. And this is my first lavender lace pattern. So I got this from eBay, and this is a 14 count natural AIDA. And I think it's mixed with linen, like maybe a linen cotton blend, or it's just linen AIDA. I don't know. It's gorgeous. And they want gray because of the sky, but I think it will also look really nice on this fabric, because maybe you see her lace more when it's like this. And I'm thinking about tea dyeing this to be even a little more dark. So I don't care if the sky is not gray or blue, because I really can't see myself having like a light blue or gray on this. But I'm still thinking, but I think this one is really nice. And yeah, I think you never see her lace. That's so sad, because when you take a close look at it, it's such a beautiful pattern. Yeah, maybe I will start her. I've partly kitted her, and I've got floss coming from China. And the floss is really good from China. You sometimes have like one color that's like really frizzy, but all the other colors are really good. And people say that they've hung the Chinese cross stitch on their walls, and there's no color fading. And the Chinese floss is a polyester mix, so polyester hangs even better onto color, I think. So yeah, I don't worry about stitching with that. So these two I've got kitted up, and that's not everything. Then they were all $3, so yeah. This is the Christmas visit. And I love her dress. I love the color. I love the green. I would maybe want to do it even more green. And I love the silhouette of the door. I'm usually not too into Christmas stuff, but this is so beautiful and classic and gorgeous. And we have the Earth Angel. And I love the colors in this. I wouldn't change the colors. I love her red hair and the earth and the blue dress and these beautiful flowers down here. And but I don't want to have too many angels. So I'm not an angel person, but they're still very pretty ladies most of the time. So I'm thinking about just cutting this out completely until here. And you still have the ribbons going on around, but I think it's still working without her wings. So I will stitch her for sure. And then I have one pattern left, but I don't know where it is. And it's a kit, and it's that lady with the geese. But I don't know. It's a butternut road maybe. And it was a whole kit. And they sold it for $20, and then it had 36 colors of DMC. It's fully kitted up with fabric, and she sold it for $20. And so I got that too, but I don't know where it is right now, but that's still not all. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already have seen it, but I got this kit. And I've passed up on this for so many times. I'm a lot into historical fashion. When I was younger, I always wanted to sew like these dresses for myself, but now I've just become too lazy and exhausted all the time that I never do. But I'm very much into historical fashion, so this is perfect. This is a Paco kit, and the full size of this design is 70 by 77 by 98 centimeters. And this is a full kit, and it cost 130 euros, so it's like $150. And I've seen it go on eBay and the marketplace for like $100, and I'm always just short. I always almost buy it, but I just never afford it because I couldn't then buy anything else. So someone offered this on a small Facebook group for, was it $25? 25 euros, so like $30. Yeah, I got it. I really didn't want to buy so many things because I really shouldn't right now, but I could not let this go, and I was very quick and got this, and I'm so happy. And what I think about doing with these is switching out the colors of the ladies' dresses so they are more similar, so it's not that much of a colorful pictures, but more tone and tone. And so like having, and do these in every row, like into a quarter. So have these on the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, and have these in, make like 3 different projects and frame them on the wall besides each other in like quarter frames, so they will look like that in the end, and have them all have a like different, slightly different colorway. So yeah, they're not just so many colors together. I hope you understand what I wanted to say. But they're really detailed, and the funny thing is this is huge. This is so huge, and the package got here and I thought, what is this? And they're so detailed, and there are so many colors in this. I love them, and I mean those borders. And then it says the era, the fashion era. I want to start it, but I don't know yet which fabric I want to use. Maybe this is something for hand-dyed fabrics, but I don't know. So it came with the floss. And it's unmarked, so I don't know how to tell it apart, but that's going to be interesting. I'm thinking it's working like the old dimensions, where you have like card 1, card 2, and then it says like light green, dark green, and then you can use then you can separate the colors. But oh my god, this floss looks so beautiful. It's so shiny, and the colors are amazing. No. So yeah, these are all the colors for this project, and it has an 18 or 14 count AIDA. Maybe I will try to tea dye it. I don't know yet, so that's what's keeping me from starting that. I have to decide what to do. Maybe you have an idea. Just put it in the comments. I'm happy for any ideas. And then I have more memorabilias because someone sold them for 3 euros each on eBay, and I got them. So I love the queens, but I always was hesitant to buy them because they're so big. But now that I have them, I'm thinking about, I really want to stitch them. I'm thinking about stitching only this part and doing them, framing them in squares maybe. because this is a lot of stitching and they are big. They are really big when you see them stitched. So I don't see myself having like these huge ladies on my wall, but I can really see them as squares like this. That's what I'm going to do. But these are not a priority. These go into the stash, and because I have nothing for them, and they need a lot of beads and treasures, and I can't buy those right now. But I'm thinking about getting the silks for my chatelaine finally, guys. Yeah, that's it. But I can tell you in my next video I have so much more haul, because it's the beginning of March. I already found some mirabilias, I already found some lavender and lace. Next time there's going to be more haul. So one last thing I want to talk about. I will place these down here so you have something to look at while I'm talking your ears off. Is Nashville, and let me take a look in my notes. So I don't know how to say it. I'm not so much into the primitive stuff, so I never really noticed market. And remember, I'm only in like the online stitching community for 1.5 years. So last year I was very new, and yeah, people spoke about market, but I had so many new projects going on that I didn't really care about this. But this year I got really curious and followed it, and it's so much fun just to follow the hype, and everybody's so excited and talking about their favorite stuff, and I love that. It's fun. It's just so much fun. So I have 3 favorites. So first I had 4, but I can't buy them all. So right now I can only afford to buy 2 pieces, 2 patterns. So the first thing I want to get is the ink circles. I will show it to you right now. And this is an exclusive, so shops only get this if they attend market, and this is a priority because this will be sold out very quickly probably. I don't know how that works. I don't know if I can get these like in a year again, so I'm really scared about that. So I want to buy this ink circles. It's something with roses, or I don't know, I don't remember right now. And I want to do needle stands. I saw this stitch because it was an exclusive last year too. I love it so much. I would choose an even darker blue fabric, and I can use DMC for that, and it's pretty. I love the colors, how they pop on that dark blue. So those are my must-haves. So what I wanted to do was Token of Love. But I just can't. It was interesting for me because it's small, it's a Quaker, it's like a little bit prim, but I love the colors, I love the blues. It's not big, and it's something new I want to try. It's a style like that prim style, but not that much prim, but you know what I mean, because the colors are pretty bright. This would be perfect to try this style, but I can't, and it's like $14 for that small pattern. I can't. And so the third thing is the morning sampler, the Rolodex morning sampler from Michelle Bendy. I love that design. I love it so much. Yeah, some of you may know I consider myself part of the goth scene, so what's more perfect than a cemetery sampler? I already have plans for that, but I will have to wait to buy that. I want to change the lyrics of the sampler to lyrics of Cemetery Gates by the Smiths. That's probably the most difficult name to pronounce for a German. And yeah, don't tell me what kind of person Morrissey is. I still love the Smiths. I love their music. It means a lot to me, and I have lots of memories of that, and so Cemetery Gates is perfect for that. You will see it when I start it, but it has to wait. That's all. Whew. Now I have to film the German version too, but my camera is empty, so now I can take a break and go shopping maybe. But now that I've seen all of these, I want to start them all, and I'm seeing myself diving into Stitch Madness more than I thought. Oh no. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your nice comments. They mean a lot to me. It's such a great community. You guys are awesome. I hope you had fun with me. I hope I didn't bore you with all my planning. And yeah, have fun stitching. Please tell me if you have any natural favorites and what they are. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.